is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Phoenix Suns. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Abuses the rim with the slam. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in a game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Mitchell with the basketball. They trail by 2.
Cut, I got yours.
Shot won't go.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. Enes Kanter. Huge block. That's it for the first quarter. The Suns have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Mitchell with it up top. 8-2 our score.
Pick up, match up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Enes Kanter pins it. Cruises inside for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. swats it. Mitchell shot off the mark. Booker with it. 10-2 the score. Look out, Devin Booker. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Utah ball. From the outside, no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down a dozen. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count the basket inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Short jumper off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Suns dominating so far.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Suns entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Suns with the basketball.
I got your help, Rick. Double.
Curling inside. Rudy Gobert. Tips it. Got it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. Rudy Gobert. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And his canter above the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Count the basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Not that time. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Catch up, baby.
Shot by Rubio, no good. 3 quarters complete. The Suns lead it big. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
And finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Enes Kanter sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Flashing, bump him.
Markieff Morris able to recover with the block. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the ring.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Enes Kanter with the block. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Stuffs it down with authority. It's the Suns with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns put on a show in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Jazz lost this game long before the final buzzer. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Game track. Blocks.
The Phoenix Suns couldn't have been more impactful with their shot blocking. I was fascinated by the way they used their aggressive defense to get a well-deserved win.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Utah Jazz. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
All right, what's going on, folks? I'm back today with a brand new highlight video from the One. This time, the baller was going crazy from everywhere. You gotta see this. How many points was that? I can't even keep count of it. The shots was going in. It's got to feel good to be in the zone like that, and you feel like you can't miss. All right, folks, it's K Spade the Prospect. I'm signing off. Make sure you come back here for more highlights from the One.
This ball is going crazy, and I'm going to make sure I cover everything they do out on the court.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Miami Heat. Miami controls the tip. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Miami with the basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. And scores. Strong take.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Pass stolen by Miami. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
He gets it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Curling inside. No. Nice pass to get things going.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
The drive, right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Suns have the lead. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Booker with it. Their score 12-8. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Tough make through traffic.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And it's Kanter. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Got a piece to knock it away. Fires the three. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
I got ball. I got ball. Hey, clear it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. It's the Heat with the possession. Trying to cash in. Yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Suns have the lead. Tight game through the first two quarters as we resume play here in the third. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
It's Phoenix ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Here comes the screen.
Coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Enes Kanter able to recover with the block. Nice finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Josh Richardson sends it away. Picked up. Here we go. Miami's got it. Off the mark.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
The assist from number 33.
Runner's good there.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Suns lead it big. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
And count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pick up.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Short jumper off the mark.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot. Let's get 24 stops in a row.
Not giving up on that. The result, a tie-up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Look out, Devin Booker. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
He'd have the basketball. Has a look. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. And the finish. Slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Josh Richardson, it's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Professor Live.
What's up, everybody? Professor Live. Today we're going to be reacting to the One's impressive layup. Not something you often react to, but I got hit up a lot about it. Let's check it out together. You can tell the One's an incredibly crafty player. To be able to finish at the basket like that, you got to have some incredible bounce. Thank you to everybody who checked out this video. Again, the One with an impressive layup. There'll probably be more reactions on the One back here at Professor Live. Stay with us.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Phoenix Suns. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pacers with the possession. No good, and no foul.
Yeah, you open, shoot that.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Knocked loose. And he finishes at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 6. Picked up by the Suns. And counted at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Indiana basketball. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. 10-2 the score.
Hey, kick me the ball.
First quarter's complete. The Suns have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Oladipo into the front court. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Lays it up and in.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys trail by 13. For 3. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Look out, Devin Booker. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. drives, but his shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Look out, Devin Booker. He's 2 for 2 now.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Suns dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Field goals.
What you see on the screen is how this team put itself at a disadvantage. They definitely have some adjustments to make for the second half.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys holding the big lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Oh, Miles Turner. quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the ring.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Baseline drive. And scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Indiana with the basketball. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nothing going here on that drive. Long heave from 3/4 court. 3rd quarter comes to an end. The Suns dominating so far. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the 4th quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game, and this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Cashes in for 2.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Pacers control. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. Can't miss those.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter.
Won't go down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns put their opponents away in a blowout. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Phoenix Suns. The Pacers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Field goals.
The Indiana Pacers made it pretty easy for us to determine why they lost, and it was clearly their poor shooting. Even if we hadn't watched this game, all it would take is one look at their field goal percentage to make an educated guess.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Indiana Pacers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.